Welcome back to Florida Panhandle Technical College and Part 2 of Photography 101. Today, we're going to take a closer look at the mechanics of the DSLR camera, what it is, how it works, and how to best utilize all of the DSLR functions. I hate to admit it, but at one evening class, I had just finished 3 hours of instructions, and one of the students came up to me at the end of the class and said, "I hate to be a bother, but what's a DSLR?" Well, lesson learned, and I realized going forward that as the instructor, I had to presume that the students really knew nothing. To that end, we'll start with the very basic question, what is the DSLR? DSLR stands for Digital Single Lens Reflex Camera. Digital refers to the method by which the DSLR records your photos. Just like your home computer, it records in a series of zeros and ones to the SD card or recording medium inside your DSLR. After your recording session, you simply take the SD card out of your camera and put it into your computer. You can then edit your photos in your favorite photo editing program, such as Photoshop or Lightroom for photos, or Premiere Pro for video. Single lens means that this DSLR has a single lens. That means that you as the photographer look through the viewfinder and look through that lens at your subject. You compose the subject, bring it into focus, and then capture that light again through that same lens on the sensor at the back of the camera. Reflex means that images come into the camera through the lens, are reflected off a mirror, and then sent into a prism, at which point you can view them, compose, focus, and then that mirror flips up out of the way when you press the shutter actuator, which allows the image to be recorded by the sensor. DSLR cameras allow visualization of your subject, so what you see truly is what you get. And great images are easier than ever. DSLRs enjoy great battery life, especially on the better models, so you can shoot all day long on 1 or 2 batteries. Video capabilities now include up to 4K high-resolution footage in a variety of frame rates, making for great cinematography. A DSLR has the ability to use interchangeable lenses, allowing a wide variety, including wide-angle, telephoto, and super telephoto, along with a wide array of prices. Lenses may be prime with a single focal length or zoom with variable focal lengths. And we'll spend much more time on lenses and focal lengths in a future episode. We've already mentioned that DSLRs are made by a large number of manufacturers with a wide array of prices, with almost no end to the camera, lens, or accessory choices. The quality of your camera is no indication of what kind of pictures it will take, because in the best circumstances, even entry-level cameras will take great images. I once had someone say, "Gee, that's a great photo. You must have a very expensive camera." I don't know how I feel about that, but it's kind of like going to dinner at somebody's house and saying, "Boy, that was a great meal. You must have an expensive oven." Which brings us to the age-old argument of what makes someone an amateur or a professional. At one time, if you got paid, you were a professional. However, nowadays, anyone with a camera is out there trying to peddle their services, with many of them being very disingenuous to their clients, taking pretty bad photos, but still getting paid. At the same time, there are a lot of people taking really great photos and not getting paid. Are you an amateur or a professional? That's up to you to decide. But what we say is that a professional has the ability to get great images even under adverse conditions and to be able to repeat that performance again and again. And that simply comes from knowing your camera. In upcoming segments, we'll delve more deeply into ISO, aperture, and shutter speed, along with other factors which, when mastered, will allow you to take great photos time and again. Thanks for being a part of our virtual classroom right here at Florida Panhandle Technical College. Stay tuned for Part 3 of Photography 101.